Yes, good afternoon. Sava here from Football Heritage TV. There has been many reports since the collapse of Sheikh Jassim buying Manchester United, buying the entirety of Man United, 100% of the club he wanted. He didn't get it. Now that is dead in the water, and Sir Jim Ratcliffe is buying a 25% stake for 1.25 billion. It has now been reported that Sheikh Jassim would like to buy another Premier League football club. And the three clubs that are being talked about are Liverpool, West Ham United, and of course, yours truly, Tottenham Hotspur. I'm going to do a video today as to why I don't think Tottenham Hotspur are going to be bought out by Sheikh Jassim in any way, shape, or form. Or should I say shake or form? Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's been interesting. We've had it over the years. Will Levy and Enic sell the club? We've had rumours before this consortium are going to buy it. This billionaire is going to come and buy it. The rumours come in. As quickly as they come in, they fizzle out and everyone gets excited and then it goes. And they get excited and then it goes. I don't think that they're going to buy Tottenham Hotspur. I don't think that they'll see it as a worthwhile investment. And here is why. I could be completely wrong. We could all be completely right or wrong on this. No one really knows. But at the moment, there's been no bid put in. So this is purely speculation and only my thoughts. And I'll be interested to hear your thoughts. Sheikh Jassim, the former heir apparent to Qatar, the former heir apparent, he gave up the rights to that for his younger brother. But he is worth 1.5 billion. 1.5 billion, not enough to buy a football club of this stature, but his family is worth 275 billion. That's a lot of money. So between them, they've got a lot of money to put in and buy a football club. But the question is, how much would Spurs cost? Now, it's a bit like that, isn't it? Finger in the air. It all depends on what parts of Tottenham are being sold. But let's talk about the whole kit and caboodle. The stadium, the training ground, the football club, the hotels, the golf courses, the planning permission, this, that, the other. You've got the contracts involved in there with the NFL, with the boxing, all the concerts as well. How much are Tottenham Hotspur worth versus, here's the key thing, versus what do Enic and Levy see as the magic number? Now, we've talked about this before, the magic number that it costs. Now, for example, I could sit here right now and go, my mobile phone here is worth £500 on the market. Just making that up. Doesn't mean I have to sell it at £500. I can demand 2,000. And if anyone's crazy enough to buy it from me, they can pay it. But it's a buyer's market. The world is a buyer's market, right? I will sell if you give me said magic number. Now, we talked about this on the stream this morning. There were lots of different reports. Lots of different opinions from people. Some people think that we'll be as little as 2 billion. Other people saying we'll be up there towards 10 billion. Now, it's interesting because rival fans will go, oh, you're never worth that. When you start talking about 4, 5, 6, 7 billion, you're never worth that. You don't win anything. You're not a massive club. You haven't got the trophies to show for it. But what we do have is we have the perfect infrastructure. We have the perfect stadium for everything. As we said, for the boxing, for the NFL, for the Formula One, for the concerts, for whatever sport they want to put in there. I'm sure there'll be rugby in there at some point. I'm sure there'll be athletics in there at some point. I'm sure we'll see tennis in there. There'll be all these things going on. We have the perfect infrastructure for that. And as I've said before, it's an ATM. That stadium is an ATM. Spurs put on an event, they charge what they want, and people go mad for those tickets. And this is why I've always said I don't think protests will work, because you're not protesting now against football owners. You're protesting against owners of a global corporation for an entertainment business. Football is one strand of what we do. So if Sheikh Jassim, for example, wanted to buy Tottenham, he's not purely buying a football club, is he? Let's be brutally honest. The purists in all of us want to say, yeah, it's just football. He's buying a football club. We're going to win everything if he joins. Let's be fair. Whether it's Sheikh Jassim whether it's someone else bidding for Tottenham Hotspur. They are buying Tottenham for the stadium and for the revenue that can be generated from other events as well as football. Yes, you've got your prize money from football. You've got your European money if you make the Champions League and the Europa League and all that. Yes, you've got prize money for winning competitions and Sky revenue and BT revenue and all that kind of stuff. Sure. But Spurs go that next level above. It's what the Man United can't do right now. Their infrastructure isn't to host concerts every week. It isn't to host NFL, boxing. Sure, they could probably put on a one-off event, but they've not got the infrastructure and the facilities to do that. So with that in mind, for me, I think Tottenham's probably valued somewhere in the region of 4.5, 5 billion. That's only my estimate. But I just genuinely feel, why would Levy and Enic sell now? What is in it for Levy and Enic to sell the football club right now in October 2023? They've created the ATM, the money-making machine, the revenue that must be, the revenue that comes just from food and drink alone at any event there is crazy money, the likes of which we've never seen. For me, I think that for Levy and Enic to sell the club, it will need to be an astronomical figure in the region of 8 to 10 billion. Just my opinion, only my opinion, purely because I think they know they've got a good thing. Their whole tenure as owners has led up to this moment, to creating this behemoth of a brand, this behemoth stadium, this money-making machine that is the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Why would they build that just to sell it immediately? Now, there could be a school of thought. And listen, again, I'm not trying to be the rule on this. I don't know. This is all pie in the sky, up in the air. I don't know. But for me, you could have the rule of thumb that says, we've built it, we've made a massive profit, sell it. But there's also that rule of thumb that says, well, hang on, if things actually get better on the pitch, if Spurs were to go for another 2, 3, 4 years with these owners and actually win some stuff, does our price go up and up and up and up? Do all the other people around the world start seeing how popular these events are and these partnerships with the NFL? When do we then start getting the WrestleManias and all that type of stuff come to the Tottenham Stadium? All of these things can enhance the Tottenham brand and add the price to it. So for me, I just can't see that they're going to sell in any way, shape or form. Equally, could it be a position like Man United where they come in and this doesn't just have to be Sheikh Jassim, but anyone comes in and says, we want to buy the club. And Enic say, cool, you can have 25% of it for 2 billion. Does that change anything drastically? Does that change the way we're run? You still got Levy that's going to be heading up the club. That will probably be a stipulation. So there's all of these ifs, these buts, and these maybes as to what would happen. All in all, do I see Sheikh Jassim buying Tottenham? I don't. Would I like him to? I can't sit here and say I know enough about the guy. I think all people that are that rich, there's blood on hands somewhere. I don't think any money like that is clean. But would it be the worst thing? Because we know he wanted to go into Man United and he said, I want carte blanche. I want to be able to do whatever I want to do. I want to go in. I want to own 100% of the club. I'm going to change the training ground, the stadium. I'm going to regen of the local Manchester area. I'm going to buy players. I'm going to implement what I want throughout the club. And he didn't get that. And the Glazers didn't want that. Could it be the same with Daniel Levy as well? Now, for me, I don't think there's anything to this story until we see a formal bid go in. But it's making news, lots of talks around this. So for me, I don't think that Sheikh Jassim will buy Tottenham Hotspur. Can he afford it? Yes. His family can afford it for sure. But the big thing for me, what would Levy and Enic demand? We're no longer a football club. Football is part of what they've built. Hence why they're not bothered if we don't win anything. Will they be prepared to let that go? Do people let cash cows go? Let me know your thoughts. It's an interesting subject. I don't know either way at the moment. I can only have my opinion. Please like, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing your views. We'll be back tonight at 7:15 p.m. UK time for for England versus Italy. Take care, everyone. See you soon.